Hey guys, welcome to my channel if this is your first time, and welcome back if you are returning back. My name is Uros Markovic, I'm Calgary Real Estate Agent, and here we are to discuss September real estate market update and all of the numbers that we have seen back in August. So summer is over, but is Calgary real estate run? Okay, at this point you have followed our updates over the course of the last couple of months, and you have been discussing the shift that is starting to happen in our market. We have taken the time to express things like Alberta being positioned really well in a relation to the rest of the country, whether these interest rates changes. How we just came from the bottom after a long pitfall run in housing prices, so we really can't be added to any conversation to do with bubble or crash. We have nowhere to crash from, and because all of these people and profits are moving to our province with no slowdown in sight. So this month I'm not gonna be talking about any of that. You know these things. The news keep repeating the same message. So let's move on to what I feel are the most important things I can comment on from our recent set of data. Today I will talk about pricing, payments, and projections. I could talk about the amount of new sales. It's basically the same as we had it last August, and it is in line with one of the highest recorded August at all times, but no, I don't want to bore you with that. Also, I could talk about our inventory. It is basically at all-time low, and we are listing even less than what we have kept recently, further keeping it tight. But that story is like a broken record, so I'm not going to do that. So let's skip all of that and focus on pricing. With all the talk about interest rate bumps and possible future increases, the majority of our conversation is centered around the actual benchmark prices and what will happen to them. I can tell you one thing first. They have dropped. I did a little calculation as a whole, and we are down 2.6% from our peak in May, from 546k to 531k. It is basically the amount on average we can negotiate off on a given listing price. So it is not that a lot at all. Secondly, in terms of pricing, I did another calculation for you. We remain up 7.4% from January, just 8 months ago, which is about $36,000 for the average home. That is a lot of money. That is $4,500 increase per month this year. And third, our pricing is up 11% from this exact time last year. That is a fantastic $52,800 increase, or a gain of about $150 per day for the entire year. That is pretty awesome, isn't it? And this story continues to be the case across all districts, all price ranges, and all surrounding areas to some degree. Year over year, we are all winning no matter what real estate we own. If you need more information about your specific property type, price range, simply reach out to me. It is really a hyper-specific answer you will need to make an executive decision in your life. Okay, that's enough about pricing for the moment, so let's start talking about the payments. I wanted to talk about this because I wanted to shed some light on the phrase, don't wait to buy real estate. Buy real estate and wait. I'm sure you've heard of this before. Well, during our little run up in February through May, lots of people were focused on raising sale prices and thought they should sit on the fence and wait, thus ignoring the history-proven truism. Things like what this said: it's a bubble, the prices will crash, I will just wait, or I don't want to compete on a home, no sense overpaying, and so on and so on. And trust me, I've heard these exactly the same words from my own clients. So let me paint a real world scenario of doing that. Scenario number one: bought a home at the peak in March to May. Average payments of 5% down would be about $1,180 bi-weekly. Scenario number two: bought a home now after prices have crashed for 2.6%. Average down payment of 5% would be $1,430 bi-weekly. What? Wait, how it could be more? Prices have fell, right? Well, there is no secret that interest rates have gone up. In our case, about 2%. This raise in interest is far more worse for the buyers than a slightly higher price they had to pay. To make this even more clear, I could have added $100,000 to the average sale price and the bi-weekly payments would still be less than what they are right now. Well, did we know that interest rates will jump this much? No, but the writing was on the wall. Did we know prices would basically hold? Yes, we did. There were absolutely no economic fundamentals in Alberta that would point to a true crash. It was all headline talk and centered on the national picture, not ours. Well, let's go back to the quote. Don't buy real estate, buy real estate and wait. Let's continue painting that picture. In scenario 1, over the 5-year term, you would pay $91,000 in principal down on your home. Well, now in scenario number 2, you will pay down $76,000 in principal. It is kind of close, but still 15% less, or about $15,000. And furthermore, in scenario 1, over the 5 years, you would have to pay $62,000 in interest. And right now in a scenario number 2, you would pay $107K. That is 72% increase, or about $45,000. Well, I share all this as a present day, real world scenario worth of paying attention to. It is very rare, and history has proven it time and time again that it doesn't pay to buy right now versus waiting. It literally never happens unless you're looking at a very short term 1 to 2 year timeline to enter and exit the market. So yes, the saying remains true. Buying long term, always buy real estate and wait. Don't sit on the sidelines hoping for a better time. There is never better time. Okay, I think you got my point. So let's finish off with the third P, projections. What is going to happen now? I would challenge you, coming off my second point, well, does it really matter? If you are interested into owning a real estate now and into the future, it will remain a positive thing to do. But further to that, these are a few things I'm expecting to see. You will see slight month-to-month price decline from now through spring. Now, this will be different for every price point and property type, and even for each community. Most of all will likely be felt in a detached market. As affordability continues to be driver, more people will look into more affordable options like semi-detached homes, row homes, and apartments. And this is exactly what August data shows. The semi and row home market is very tight right now. You won't see much in the way of deals at all. So much so that the sales to new listing ratio has actually increased this month, which simply means that the amount of sales relative to new listings is increasing. As well, seasonally, right now we will see fewer and fewer new properties come to market in the back half of the year. But this is happening while our sales are still near record highs. These two things coupled together will keep condo, rows, and semis in a seller's market. The comeback of the condo remains in a full swing. Year over year, sales were up 58%, and this trend is likely to continue. Watch this market continue to tighten as we proceed to Christmas. So I expect the greater Calgary market to continue in strength. We have a lot of economic positives going on, and we have supply and demand situation that continues to stoke the fire. I'm also predicting one extra thing. Regardless of what happens with the September rate hike or future rate hikes the Feds may cook up, the lenders are going to start getting creative. If there are fewer deals out there for banks to get, they're going to be forced to get competitive with each other, and you will see products and temporary rate games being played to get your business. Banks need to lend money in order to make money, so they will find a way, and we will benefit. Well, this would be all for this month. Thank you for staying with me. If you require any market information relating to your specific situation, please don't hesitate to let me know. Have a great September.